And welcome back to the second Who Would Win of the Day. This one comes to us from, and I want to see if I get this name right, Razakel Dracula? Is it like Dracula, kind of, how you put it? Who asked the question, who would win in a fight? Alucard versus, oh, crud. There we go. Alucard versus Flandre Scarlet from Toho, let's see here. Is the University, from, what's the name of the series? I do not know. Toho. That's basically it. And this is kind of like a vampire to vampire fight, essentially. I don't know anything about this character. I do know that she is a vampire, not native to Gensokyo, which is, I guess, a futuristic city. She has a normal, nice, quiet personality. Described as being quite nuts, although she doesn't often get angry. She possesses most abilities that a vampire possesses, including superhuman strength, speed, restricted powers of an Oni, and nimbleness of a Tegu, as well as vampires' regenerative capabilities. She can swing an oversized sword, though not quickly. She can destroy anything she wants, which is a truly frightening ability with no real weakness, by removing the eye of an object where the tension is highest. By attacking this eye, she is able to destroy the target. She's able to move the eye of anything into the middle of her hand. She then pours her power into it and crushes it. She states that everything has an eye. She's able to clone herself, as seen on one of her spell cards, where she creates 3 clones that help her in battle. The clones attack as they would like, which means they are able to think independently to some grade. She also has a possessions, an object that looks like a crooked clock needle. This is a predominantly particular association with Flandre, in which name is derived. It shares a name with the sword. She possesses a unique particular wings. Okay, she has wings and kind of like a weird bent clock hand sword. And Alucard, we've had on this channel, God knows how many times at this point. He was Dracula. He has 2 guns. The Jackal, which has explosive rounds, which are designed to deal with regenerators. And it's just standard firearm as well. He's physically stronger than your average individual. His regeneration is off the charts. He has his release restraints level 1, 2, and 3, and 0. He also has his Hellhounds level 0. He becomes his actual true form. But in that form, he's actually vulnerable. He's swallowed over like 2 million souls, which is why he's pretty much can't be killed. And if we're going with the actual end version, or how he ended up, he also swallows Schrodinger's soul, which basically made him effectively immortal because he's neither alive nor dead. Which means as long as he's not being viewed, he's alive. And dead at the same time. But if you're taking that out of the equation, it's believed that anytime he's killed or would be killed, he replaces himself with one of the souls that he has stolen. So in order to kill him, you'd have to get through all the souls and then stab him in the heart, essentially. If these two met in a fight, what would happen? Well, Alucard would basically be the aggressor, probably taunting her, thinking, oh, it's another vampire. Really, girl, please. And then, he would shoot at her. I'd have to believe her regeneration is pretty, pretty capable. Though I have no idea what her regeneration admittedly is actually like. So, honestly, let me see if I can find... I'm going to have the sound off for this. Flandre Scarlet battle. Okay, there we go. Now, is this a game or a... okay. Okay, no, there is an actual series for this. All right, and then I'm going to just put the mute on. See if I can get a general idea of how strong this character is. Okay, and she's got these little crystal wings. Aren't those adorable? She can apparently do a lot of magic, which is interesting. Something Alucard cannot do. So, yeah, I don't really know much about what's going on. All I can tell is that she does have some magical capabilities as well. which Alucard does not have. But the real problem here is the regeneration versus destruction. That's what this fight's going to come down to. So if she can take the eye, and I imagine she even do this. She takes Alucard can't do enough lasting injuries to her without getting like a headshot, and he can't seem to get a headshot on her. So then eventually she gets tired and does see like the danger in him, and he senses she takes his eyes. Like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, don't you know we all have eyes? Everyone has an eye, and I can destroy the eye. And if I destroy the eye, I destroy you. And then she just kind of smiles like, so bye-bye, Mr. Alucard. And then just cracks that, and he just kind of bursts into nothing. And say, well, that was fun. Yeah, and yes, that was. And it's like, it's been a while since I've been this badly injured. And then she just turns around, what? I destroyed you. I destroyed your eye. Oh, honey, I have so many eyes. Eyes for days. Eyes for days? Eyes for days. So then he reappears and actually shoots her. Hellhound comes. She's able to destroy the Hellhound, and then all of a sudden his hand just appears, blows her arm up. And then she sees like the eye's still there. It's like, what? And then she just takes it. She keeps destroying eyes, and now she keeps seeing eyes appearing. It's like, how are you doing this? It's like, oh, you really don't seem to understand what it means to be a vampire, do you? And they just doing that Alucard laugh. Stop it. And she's starting to freak out and say, oh, what's wrong? Am I making you uncomfortable? I didn't mean to do that. Please, vampire to vampire, let's have a nice heart-to-heart. So he's just behind her, and he's gone. And so, of course, Alucard also realizes that he can't release restraint level 0 because he'd actually be vulnerable at that point. And she's not really a man or a human; she's a vampire. It's like only a man can be a monster. And even though he does look for someone who could kill him, I don't think he'd want it to be her. If I'm going to be honest. I don't think she kind of meets the qualifications of someone he would want to kill him. So yeah, he basically just keeps toying with her and starts freaking out. She's throwing magic at him. She's throwing, destroying the eyes. But there's so many souls in him it's just not doing anything. Eventually, it would just come down to he would tire her out and just finally blow her head off. I think and again, it's a question of the ability to destroy versus the ability, how much damage you can take. And Alucard can take out just to keep taking the damage and eventually just tire her out and wear her out and then just take her head off. So I'm going to go with Alucard in this fight, but keep in mind, this is coming from the standpoint of someone who doesn't know anything much except what he read about this character, Flandre Scarlet. So do keep that in mind. I'm honestly not a fan of this at all. Until then, though, that's my thoughts on that. I will give Alucard like the solid 80% win. I think 20% of the time, though, she could maybe just completely end him in theory, just by consistently blowing him away, destroying eyes. If she could outlast him long enough, the fight just went on long enough, she could win. But I don't know if the fight would go on long enough for her to win. So. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Subscribe is hot. Sorry. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Ideas for who would win, Star Wars, Super Magic, what if, anything I do on the channel. Put that in the comments below. Let me know. I'll get to that at some point. I got one more who would win and a what if. I'm probably only going to get to the who would win. What if I might have to push for tomorrow, which really sucks, but who knows. Maybe I'll be able to get it out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll